All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour we are going to be working on our speaking abilities. We'll take a look at some vocabulary words and then read an article. And our topic for the hour is road rage. Okay, so that is our main goal here. The link to the class. Okay, let me get that to you. Link to the class is in the chat box right now. Okay, so please open that up. I have it in both Verbling and Google Chat. All right, let's see who we have in class so far. Amparo, welcome back. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. And do I have Anne or Roman?
Hello, this is Roman. No, it's my turn. Roman? I'm great.
Now it's your turn. There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, good to have you in class, Roman. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Okay, Donato, how you doing?
I'm always fine.
Awesome. All right, how about Giovanni? How you doing?
Yes, everything is fine here.
Good.
Okay, I would like to say hello to Donato. Ciao, Donato.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Giovanni. Hi, Giovanni. Nice to see you again.
Yes, it's my pleasure as well.
So, Giovanni, correct me if I'm wrong. From a conversation we had a while ago, did you go on strike at work? Were you the person that went on strike? Are you still on strike right now?
No, but okay. You bring me to bad times.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. That you're doing fine.
Oh, okay, I can say that the crisis about my company is the largest in Italy. And,
wow.
I'm talking about 700 people that are running the risk of losing their job. So last week we went on strike, and okay, there are some protests, some riots just in front of the headquarters here, and just like Turkey or Egypt, the same thing. And
really?
Yes, of course.
Wow.
Believe me, the crisis here in Italy is very, very hard. It's very, very difficult to overcome. And what's more is that our politicians are not able to solve any critical situation in terms of find solution for companies, for example, reduce the working costs and other solution, because I think that in a way is a decline of Italy, and
wow.
I hope for a brighter future.
Yeah, I hope so too.
That's why I'm studying English, because I would like to relocate abroad, and it can be an option for me.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. Well, hopefully things work out. I couldn't remember if you were the person or not, but yeah, I wanted to check in. Well, hopefully things go well. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much. I hope so.
All right. Let's see who else we've got. Christoph, how are you?
Hello. I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing great. Christoph, where are you from?
France.
From France. Awesome. Good to have you here.
Thanks.
All right. Dennis, welcome back to class.
Hello again.
Hi there. Let's see. We've got Samuel. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Hi, and Samuel, where are you from?
I'm from Slovakia.
Slovakia. Okay, I didn't recognize the symbol over your the N in your last name. I was like,
Yeah.
it could be Portuguese, but I'm not exactly sure. So okay, from Slovakia. Awesome, man. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
And let's see, did I miss anybody? I did. Action. How you doing, man?
Thanks, Chad. I'm good. I'm well. Thanks.
Good, good. Nice to have you back.
Very nice to be in your class. Thanks.
Awesome. Okay, you guys, let's get started and take a look at this because I love this topic. It's just way too funny. Okay, you guys, let's open up the link, and we're going to look at vocabulary words first. We'll read a short article here. Okay, so we've got 13 words, a very short article, and then we'll talk about road rage. Okay, and that's when people get very upset while driving. Okay, so let's start over on the right-hand side with Samuel. All right, and Samuel, what we're going to do, I'd like for you to read the vocabulary word. We're on the pre-reading vocabulary task. Okay, so read the word or words. Okay, and then try and match it up with the definition on the right-hand side. Okay, if you don't know what it is, let me know, and I can use the word or words in a sentence. Okay?
Okay, so I'm supposed to do only first one?
Yep, just number one, okay?
Okay. In a rush, and it is L, with a need to get somewhere or something quickly.
Yeah, in a rush, okay? So we can use that by saying, sorry guys, I'm in a rush. I can't talk right now. Okay, so that means you are in a hurry.
Yes.
Okay, is another way that you can use that. Okay, very good. All right, so number two is, let's see, Giovanni, go ahead.
Okay, is delayed. Maybe is F, cause to take longer.
Let's see, cause to take longer. Oh yeah, so delayed. Yeah. Okay, I was thinking it was delay. So yeah, delayed. I've been delayed, and usually it's because of something. So it caused you to take longer to do something, or to arrive on time. Okay, and usually you hear this with planes when you travel on an airplane. Okay, that's usually when you'll see that word used. Okay, number three, Donato.
Coined.
Okay, coined.
Given an official name.
Given an official name. Now it comes from coining money. Okay, it makes a metal. Right, because gold can be gold and silver can be silver, but once you put a seal on that, you put some markings on it, it becomes official. All right, and that's an official dime or an official quarter or an official dollar, right? So when someone coins a name, okay, it's like it's giving it an official name, naming something, okay? So anything really, like maybe Google. Google was a name of a website, and it's now become synonymous with searching something online. So in English, a lot of times, we've turned the word Google into a verb. Okay? Why don't you Google it? Okay? That means search it online. Okay? Google it. All right? So we've coined that phrase. It now has an official meaning instead of just meaning a website. Okay? All right, let's go to number four, and number four is for Dennis.
Yeah, and by the way, Chad, I have another one, verblin, for example. let's verblin.
Really? That's awesome. Very cool.
Yes, cautious. That's
Okay,
for
cautious.
cautious. Yeah, that's for careful.
Yep.
How can I say, by the way, chat, first what strikes my eyes?
Say that again. So what strikes your eyes?
Yeah, can I say in that way?
What are you meaning by that?
There is no such expression like strike someone's eyes.
It could be striking to the eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, you can say, man, she's striking to the eyes.
No,
Okay.
I mean first what you noticed. How can I say?
Wait. Okay, so first say that one more time. So I missed that. The what you were saying.
Yeah, that was the first line which I noticed, and it was correct. So how can I say it was first which?
The first line that I caught that was correct. That was the first line that hit me. Okay, you could say that it hit you.
Okay.
Okay, first line that hit you, that would mean
arrest my attention.
First line I noticed. First line I noticed.
Can I say in some way using word eyes?
Eyes?
Eyes, yeah, my eyes.
Oh yeah, it's the first line my eyes rested upon.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Just because we have a special expression.
Okay.
So.
Oh, you have an expression in your language? Yeah. Sometimes they translate over, other times they don't.
Yeah, I'm just. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Let's go to Christoph. Christoph, number 5, please.
Yeah, split-second decision.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the E, a sudden choice.
Yeah, a sudden choice. Okay, because if you split a second, okay, a second is quick in itself, but if you split a second, okay, and you have half of a second to make a decision, that's really quick. Okay, so we usually use that when we exaggerate. Okay, we use exaggerations all the time in language. Okay, she was the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Okay, well, okay, yeah, she was beautiful, but really, come on, the most beautiful? Seriously? So we use exaggerations. So I had a split-second decision. I had to turn really quickly. Okay, split second. So you had to make a decision very quick. Okay. Let's go to number 6. Number 6 is for Roman.
Cut off. I'm not sure, but I suppose it be an act that goes against the law or rule.
Almost. Okay. So let's say me and you were driving down the road. We're going to go to the beach to play volleyball, me and you, Roman, okay? And we're having a good time, laughing, and all of a sudden this guy turns right in front of me, almost hits my car. I'm like, you son of a... Okay? He cut me off. Did you see that, Roman? He cut me off. He almost hit my car. Okay? What would cut off mean?
Okay, just a minute. I saw...
It means absolutely the same as in Russian.
To go into lane suddenly while close to another driver?
Yes. Okay? So we call that cutting someone off, to cut someone off.
I see,
okay?
I understand.
Yeah, so in now the other way that we use this, okay? The other way that we use this is if someone is talking, all right, and they're blah 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 blah, and you jump into the conversation. You say, excuse me, okay. You can cut someone off, okay, and you can do it politely by saying excuse me or sorry, okay, or you can just say, hey, but this, okay. That is also called cutting someone off, all right, when they are talking, and then when they are driving. Okay, those are the 2 times we use that phrase. Okay. Number 7. This is for Amparo.
Swear, letter G, to say very negative and insulting words.
Okay, very good. Yeah, swear. Another word would be to curse. Okay, another word would be cuss. Okay, bad words. All right, we swear. Okay, so think back to when you first started learning English. It's all of those words that you first learned. Okay, and don't lie and say that those were not the first words.
Yeah.
All right, all of the first words that you learned in English. Okay, those are curse words. Those are swear words. All right.
Not all in English.
Okay. Good. Let's go to action number 8, please.
Okay, child, Justin. Ignore. To not care or not pay attention to someone or something.
Yep. Ignore. Okay. Not care or not pay attention to someone or something. All right. Ignore someone who's being annoying. Okay. Ignore your children if they're being if they're pestering you. Okay. Ignore someone's action that they're doing. Okay. Sometimes when you're driving, okay, I know I do this when I'm going the speed limit. All right, and this may not be a problem in your country, okay, but in our country it is. So we're driving, okay, and I usually go about 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, okay. So
Yeah.
that would be considered speeding. I don't go the normal speed limit. I go a little bit faster, but I don't like to pay tickets, okay. All right, and so I go fast, but not extremely fast. All right, other people love to speed as fast as they can, and if they come up behind me, even though there's room on either side, they expect me to move out of the way. So I ignore them. It's like, dude, if you want to go fast, turn your frickin' steering wheel. All right, turn it and go around me. I'm not going to go any faster, and so people get upset with that. Okay, that's another way when it causes people to get very angry because they expect you to move out of the way. It's like, I don't care if you have a Ferrari. Okay, I'm doing just fine in my little Chevy, whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter what car you have. You can turn the wheel just as easily as I can. All right, so I ignore them. Good. Let's go to number 9.
We can ignore a mother-in-law when she's.
That's true. You can also do that.
Broadly speaking.
All right, let's go to Samuel. Number 9, please.
Yes. Well, I would say it is when you do an act that goes against the law or rule.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's an infraction. An infraction is normal people don't use that word. A police officer will use the word. A judge or a lawyer will use that word.
Mhm.
Okay. Normal people say breaking the law. Okay, or broke a law. All right, but yes, the legal term for it is an infraction. So if you hear that word, if you are traveling in the States or whatnot, and you accidentally speed and you get a ticket, okay, they will write you a ticket for an infraction of the law. Okay, and that's what that is. Okay. Let's see, Rosso, welcome to class. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. Let me have you read number 10 and tell me what you believe the definition would be.
Impatient?
Mm-hmm.
Impatient. Yeah. J does not like delays.
Very good. Yeah, so does not like delays. Okay. Right across. We've had a lot that are right across from each other this time around. So yeah, someone who is impatient doesn't like delays. They don't like to wait. Okay, that would be someone who is impatient. Okay, number 11. Okay, this is for Giovanni.
Okay, frustration is a feeling of unhappiness because goals cannot be met. It's letter
Okay.
A.
Good. Yeah. So right across again. So a feeling of unhappiness. Okay, because goals cannot be met. Okay, a frustration. I'm sure most of us feel that, maybe even on a daily basis when you're at work or you're trying to get something done. Okay, that is frustration. Donato, number 12, please.
Upbeat.
Okay, yep, upbeat. And so our stress is going to be on the word beat, upbeat.
Upbeat. I don't know.
Okay, no problem. So let's see here. Some people might describe some of the teachers here at Verbling as being upbeat. Okay, I definitely think Lauren is very upbeat. You come into class, she says, "Hey, how are you? How you doing?" Some people might say that I'm upbeat.
Marcus is very upbeat.
Marcus is very upbeat.
Dino,
Yeah.
Dino.
Okay, like energetic, happy.
Yes, energetic, happy. Okay, very good. So yes, that is someone who is upbeat. Okay, someone who is energetic and happy. Okay.
Chad, I missed the word number 6. Cut off.
Cut off. Cut off is right here. So it is go into a lane suddenly.
Okay.
Okay. All right, very good, you guys. And our last one, number 13. This is for Dennis.
Traffic jam. A roadway with many vehicles not able to move at regular speed.
To move at regular speed. Okay, so A. Okay, yeah. So when you have way too many vehicles, okay, and the roads are not wide enough, okay, causing a traffic jam. Okay, that's the word that we use. You can say that it's bad traffic, horrible traffic, slow traffic. Okay, so a lot of different words to describe traffic jam. Okay, but yes, that's one of the words we use. All right, you guys. Any question about our vocabulary words?
Yeah, and how can you? I'm sorry. How can you say I stay in the traffic jam, at the traffic jam?
In what sense? Like you cannot get out of it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trapped. I'm trapped or I'm stuck. Okay, usually like for example, Dennis, if you are
if I'm late,
if you are late for a meeting and you call someone, okay, you can say sorry. Okay, so sorry, I'm stuck in a traffic jam.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, you can also say trapped in a traffic jam. Yeah, what's up?
Okay, you told us about another meaning of cut off, to cut off, besides to go into a lane suddenly while close to another driver. Okay, which is this other meaning?
Okay.
And another that is related to this is, what is the difference between the phrasal verb to cut off and to cut on?
Cut on. Let me see. Let me tackle that one first. I don't think we have. There's a cut on.
No,
we don't have a phrasal verb that is cut on.
No.
You don't have any.
Of. You can have a cut on your body, but yeah.
It means that there is no phrasal verb, but it's just the proper preposition we have to add immediately after a cut, to cut.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. It would be the proper preposition. So you can. I have a cut on my arm. That's not a phrasal verb. It's an actual. So
Yeah.
yes, exactly what Christoph is saying. There is no cut on, but you can have cut out, cut off, cut up. Cut around. Cut around isn't really. Yeah. So those would be. Anyway, so yes. So cut off. Okay. The two differences here. So cut off we use when we're driving. Okay.
Okay.
And then the other one is when someone is talking and you start talking while they're talking, and by you speaking you force them to stop talking.
Okay, it's just like interrupt. And
yes, it's like interrupting them.
Okay. And okay, it's clear.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Any other questions, you guys?
Yes, I have.
Sure.
Sorry, number 5. I didn't get it.
Split-second decision.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a sudden choice. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but what's I don't understand what's this.
Okay. So it's a very fast choice, a very fast decision that you have to make. Okay. So let's say let's say that you're walking in the street, or sorry, you're walking in the sidewalk, okay, and you're going to cross the street, and you didn't see a car coming down the street. All right, so you see it and you turn. You can either jump to the right or jump to the left. Okay, either way you're going to be safe, but you have to make a decision very quickly, okay, or you're going to get hit. So you have to choose one way or the other, and it is a split-second decision because that car is coming very fast. Okay, so you jump, okay, one way or the other. Okay, that would be a split-second decision.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure, no problem. Any other questions, you guys? Cool. All right, let's go to our short article here, and I can't remember who did I leave off with. Oh, Dennis. Dennis, were you the last one with traffic jam? Okay, good. So Christoph and Roman, I'll have you guys read through this. So Christoph, let me have you read from the beginning until traffic problems, and then Roman, I'll have you read from "Are you one of these people?" down to traffic jam. Okay?
Okay.
All right, you guys, go ahead.
Many people are in a rush throughout the day. They can't stand to be delayed, especially in a parking lot or on their way to work. This type of anger is so common that the term road rage was coined. Few people drive at a safe distance from one another. Some drivers expect cautious drivers to make split-second decisions instead of safe ones. Others change lanes unsafely. Nobody likes to be cut off, but does it pay to get angry? Drivers sometimes jump out of their cars when they are really mad. They swear and yell and cause traffic problems.
All right, go ahead, Roman.
Okay. Are you one of these people? There are alternatives to road rage. You can smile and wave when someone honks their horn at you instead of raising a first or finger. You can also ignore the other driver or forgive them for their traffic infraction. The highway is a very dangerous place where impatient people are driving on it. Deep breathing can reduce your anger or frustration in the car. You can also listen to upbeat music to keep your spirits high in a traffic jam.
All right, very good. Okay, you guys, let's talk about this. I want to know what kind of a driver you are. Okay, if you sometimes get upset. Okay, if it's culturally normal to get upset. Okay. And then what? Let's see. Yeah, and then if you think it's okay. Okay. So let's.
Can
Yeah.
I ask you, honks the horn. Someone honks the horn. You always say honks a horn? Can I say just honk?
If someone honks, yeah, you can say that. If someone honks, typically, yeah, it'll be either or. Okay. Yeah, if someone honks.
Which one more popular?
Honks the horn was probably going to be more popular. But if you've already spoken about the horn, okay, or if you are giving a command, you can, when your friend gets to your house, you can say, yeah, just honk and I'll come out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And one more question, Chad, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Jump out of the car and step out of the car. Yeah?
Yeah, so for getting in and out of vehicles or anything that moves, we say jump, okay, get, hop, and you can say step as well. So yeah, all of those are used. So we jump in and out of cars, trucks, buses, okay, hop, get, step, okay?
But usually it's get out.
It's any one of them, whichever one you want to use. I don't think that there is there's one word that is more frequented than the others. For example, I switch between jump and probably get. Okay, I rarely say step. Okay, but yeah, I use jump and get quite often.
Mm-hmm. And if I, for example, if I have to go, I step out of my computer. How can I say?
I need to log off. You would say log off or get off.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I've got to get off of my computer now. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
But if just for a short time?
Yeah, you can say get off for just a bit or log off.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
All right. Sure, no problem. Okay, you guys, let's talk about this. So, Amparo, you're up first. Road rage. Okay, what kind of a driver are you? Do you agree with road rage? Is it culturally normal? Okay.
I am not a driver, but yes, it's really upset when people in small streets they are parking, double parking, and you have to wait for a long time because you cannot circulate in the way that is normal.
Mm-hmm.
There is some people when the light is going to turn from red to green, from green to red, and then they are parking in the intersection of the two streets, and nobody can circulate. No displays, no displays. It's really terrible.
Wow. So they just stop right in the middle of the intersection.
Yes, they are. Yes, in the middle of the intersection, and nobody can circulate. Why, if you are seeing that it is impossible to circulate, why do you cross?
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, Amparo, does that make you upset? Does that make you angry?
Yes.
And do you start cussing at them, Amparo?
I am not a driver, but yeah.
Okay.
It's really hard.
Yes.
One day I was on time to go to the lab because I need to do some exams, and I was upset because the man behind not behind in the car in front of us, he tried to go to the left but it was impossible. So the only way that he had was go to the another uh, side, or go around, and he was there, and nobody can go, and the traffic was a jam. It was terrible. And then I go from to his window, please move.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Okay.
incredible.
I know we get frustrated. We get frustrated at
Yes.
the decisions of the other people.
Yes,
Okay.
it just have to move a little, and we can go, and yeah,
You can
it
get
was a
around.
solution. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but if he was there, it has enough space to move a little, and he was there without moving,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone was with the horn, beep beep, and he was in the same place. So I go to knock his window, please move.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to action. Action. Tell me about road rage. Okay. What kind of a driver are you? And have you had any experiences, I guess, with road rage? Do you think it's okay? Things like that.
So, uh, actually, I'm not driver. I don't drive, but in my country, it's usual. Road races are usual. So, and in my country, drivers don't respect to each other. Always they push how we say it? They press the horn.
They
Uh,
honk the
is,
horn.
is it right? They what?
You can say honk the horn or sound the horn.
Yeah,
Either way is fine.
yeah. They sound the horn every second. So, for example, if lights turns from the green from the red to green,
Hmm.
anyone always sounds the horn, and it's really annoying, and it makes it makes so nervous. and and drivers, yeah, there are many battles between the drivers in my country, and traffic jams are usual also. And to cut off others is to cut off others is also usual,
Hmm.
and is normal. So
Wow.
yeah, so if you can cut off, do it.
Holy cow. If I was in your country, I think I would go mad. I would go
Yeah,
crazy there.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All
So
right.
they don't respect any rules.
Hmm.
They drive. How can they? It's really bad.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. Let's go to Rosso. And Rosso, you've had experience in two different countries. You're originally from Iran, is that right? Or Iraq?
Iraq, Iraq, yeah,
Iraq. Okay. And
yeah,
so now you're living in in New York, but
USA, yeah,
you're not in downtown New York. You're in Rochester, right?
yes,
So
yes,
up in the north.
yeah.
Okay. So it's a little different. But have you gone into New York City yet?
And now actually, this is big different. Not
Oh,
like.
yes. Okay. All right. So what's the difference from driving in Iraq and in being in New York?
Oh, actually, in Iraq, because I was living in Baghdad, the capital, so
Hmm.
it was very crowded all
Hmm.
the time. So you can't drive, and you can't drive quietly. You do quietly, you
Uh,
mean?
quietly or yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
If you have to
you
honk the horn all the time.
yeah, I mean, always you are angry because crowding. Yeah, yes, yes, actually, yes, because you know the capital, so this
Uh-huh.
is many cars, yeah, a lot of cars, and people get out, and any people you didn't delay to his work and to his day like this. But here, actually, in Rochester, now this is different because I didn't live in New York City. I think New York City is crowded too, but
Yes.
here now, not crowded. It is very comfortable, and
Hmm.
Yeah, and you can drive without angry, without anger. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and just when I remember when I
Mm-hmm.
visit Buffalo, and my husband was driving in the high road, yeah,
The
no,
highway or the freeway? There you go.
highway, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
It was, yeah, no, this was dangerous. I remember because many people, yeah, many people drive so fast and don't apply the rule.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they they I mean the speed like 65, the
Yeah.
people don't apply the 65, 75, 80. Oh, this is dangerous, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Typically, if it's 65 miles an hour, most people who speed go about 80 to 90 miles an hour. I usually
yes,
went about 70 to 75. Okay, but
yeah,
yes, you're
yeah,
absolutely right. When you're driving in the cities, it's not as crazy in Rochester. Okay, when you're driving in the town, New York City, completely different animal. Okay,
yeah. I think,
completely
yeah,
different place. But in the United States, once you get on the freeways, okay, look out. All right? Because all of a sudden, it doesn't matter if it's your neighbor and you're friends with that person, you get on the road, and if you're driving slower, okay, oh man, it's a nightmare sometimes. So, yes, I think you described it very, very well. Very good. Thank you. Let's go to Giovanni. Giovanni, talk to me about road rage and what it's like in your country. Do you agree with it? Disagree with it? Have you had any experiences with it? Things like that.
Okay, I'm one of the kind of people who hate driving, and
Hmm.
but it's not a problem here because I live in a small village in the south of Italy,
Hmm.
and the traffic is very, very low. So it's not a problem for me because I use very, very I use the car in few ways, in few times,
Okay,
and
I don't use the
so
car very much.
yes, I don't use the car very much,
Hmm.
but I would, and when I drive, I'm a very, very careful driver because the most of the time I carry my kids, so
Yes.
yeah, so it's important to drive carefully when there are some people with you.
Hmm.
And yes, to turn to the road rage, I would like to talk about the typical common gestures that an Italian driver does in front of cut off, for example. Okay, there are some gestures that you can do with your hand.
Hmm.
Okay, the most common is this, is the middle finger, and
Hmm.
this is common everywhere.
Yep.
But I think that the worst offense that you can give to an Italian is this. Okay.
Ah,
Yes, it's
that's
okay.
that's bad
Uh,
in Argentina as well.
yes. For
Hmm.
example, it's very common here once somebody cut off your road. Okay, show this sign at him,
Hmm.
and okay, this is the worst offense that you can give to an Italian.
Hmm.
Okay, it comes from the fact that Italians are very, very jealous of their wives, their girls, or they, and
Hmm.
it means okay, your your wife cheat on you, okay,
Yes. Yeah.
yes, or your wife, your girlfriend cheat on you, and this gesture can cause a lot of anger, especially if you are proud of your nature, of your Italian nature.
Hmm.
Okay, and this is interesting. That's why Italian differs from other countries, I suppose.
Yeah.
Uh, But I think that the situation here about the road rage, okay, is very is dramatic in some ways because there are some cities that they are very okay, the traffic is very high, especially Palermo, for example, the main city in Sicily. That is okay. To reach a place in Palermo, you have to struggle one day, get stuck in a traffic jam, and other cities, for example, Rome or Milan, are adopting uh, the real concrete policy in order to alleviate the pain of drivers. For example, Rome has recently adopted a policy in practically has blocked some ways, some roads, just in front of Colosseum and Fori Imperiali. Okay, and that is the ancient ruins of Rome. So you can visit this fantastic place in Rome without cars. Okay, you can park your car in an appropriate area, and then you have to visit Rome on feet.
So they're starting to cut down on traffic in some of the areas to protect places. It also would help cut down on traffic as well as road rage there. Okay, very cool. Well, thank you for sharing. Very nice. Good. Let's go to Dennis. Dennis, talk to us about road rage and driving in your country. If you've had any experiences, things like that.
Well, I'm just thinking Verblin is a good place not to just learn words, but even to learn gestures.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Thank you, Giovanni. There is no such gesture here, and I'll remember it. It's a very good one.
Okay.
Very interesting. Well, maybe I'll introduce this gesture in a Russian traffic jam.
All right.
But about road rage, it's just universal, and there is one of the most terrible traffic jams in Moscow. So it's terrible, and I just don't have proper words to describe situation.
And it's funny. I had one Russian friend when I was living in the States. Most of them that were in the state where I was at were from Ukraine and Bosnia, and like the Ukrainians, the Bosnians, and the Chechens that were there. Not only they're okay. They're awesome, really awesome people. But yes, when they're speaking their language, okay, it's very short, and it's almost I almost think that they were angry with me all the time, even when they were speaking in English. Okay, it's almost like they were angry at me because they talk very loud, right? And are kind of short. And so when I would drive with my friends and something would happen, and yeah, they may say a cuss word or something like that, but it sounded 10 times worse because it sounded like they were going to murder the person. And I was like, whoa, dude, chill out, man. It's okay. We're only driving. Like, yes, but it was funny. Great, just awesome. Is it very similar there in Russia, where
yes, I'm afraid,
just the manner of speaking, you talk like you're about to murder someone?
Yes. I'm afraid so, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know, there are two ways to look at it, and if to speak in different way, you have just a lot of time to do what you want to do behind the wheel. Sometimes I read, for example.
Sure.
When I drive, when I'm stuck in traffic jam.
Okay.
So you can do whatever you want. If you're a woman, you can, I don't know, you can get a manicure, for example.
Because you're sitting there long enough, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, very good. Let's go to Christoph. Christoph, tell us about traffic and road rage in your country. What kind of a driver you are? Okay.
Well, I'm not a driver. I don't have the driving license. But in my country, road rage is pretty simple. In general, most of the people are afraid of others, so they generally like scream out inside their car, but they don't like show a gesture or something. Or sometimes, if they have balls, they just give the finger, but that's it. I mean, there's no like a special gesture or something.
Okay.
But it's quite funny because people are really afraid of each other. Like it's like, what if I do something or if I say something that he can hear? Maybe he will get off his car and just punch me or something. So yeah, so people are really they fear like each other. It's really weird to see that.
Yeah, and I had an experience. See, I'm from Arizona. And I'm not a little person. I'm not extremely tall, okay, but I'm not small. So my dad always taught me, okay, don't play around with the person, okay. If the person is threatening you, okay, and they want to and they're saying that they're going to do harm or whatever, okay, take it at face value. Okay, and end it. Okay, end it. Okay, and so that's what my dad taught me. He didn't teach us to fight or to go start fights, but to end arguments, to end it. So I had an experience in Arizona where I grew up, where I was driving fine, but it was a cowboy. He didn't think I was driving fast enough, and so he drove around me in his vehicle, and he said something to me, and I was a teenager. I was 17 at the time, and what did I do? I said something back. So he pulls in front of me, and he slams on his brake, okay, and he stops me. He gets out of his truck, and I was like, okay. So he gets out of his car. And he starts walking. He's saying F this, F that, and he's saying all these cuss words. And I go, okay, oh really? And pop. Okay, so he was threatening all this stuff. And so my dad says, okay, just stop it. If he wants to run his mouth and pretend to be a big guy, show him that you're bigger. And so I popped him. He dropped. And that was the end of the conversation. I was like, all right, have a good day. And drove away.
That's a good one.
That's how I was taught to deal with situations like that. I mean, there's no sense. I mean, if he really wanted to fight me, he would have gotten close enough to swing instead of letting me get closer. But yeah, it was funny.
Well, I
very
think
good.
In France, the mentality of people is that if you do such things, if there is any witness, they will like go on a to police to say this guy hit me, whatever, and ask the police to go to visit you and give you like a punishment or something, or I don't know in English, to fine you or something.
Oh yeah, to get like a ticket or something like that.
Yeah, it's really crazy in France.
Now, does anybody in class? Do you guys have laws against like road rage, or do you hear of people dying or getting beat up? Something like that because of a road rage situation?
No.
A lot of times it's empty threats, right? Where they're like, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and people get really mad, but nothing ever really happens. Is that about right?
Well, why it happens sometimes.
Okay, so sometimes it does, but not on a daily basis.
In my country, when drivers usually argue with each other, it's in most cases it continue a strike, and they begin to push each other and strike each other.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
so in my
do they get out of their vehicles?
yes.
Okay, cool.
It's not cool.
And they have a fight there on the side of the road. Oh man.
Yes.
Okay.
And other people gather around them and take pictures and or make a movie. I would like to notice that in YouTube most of short movie in YouTube usually made in Russia or in Ukraine, because our drivers, it's my point of view, is the most rude and aggressive.
They are my buddies. It was shocking the first time I went driving with them. I was like, holy cow! They sounded like they were going to murder the guy, and yeah, very interesting.
Yeah,
Amparo,
but it's not drivers. It's just because of roads and because
oh
of
yeah,
very slow traffic jam. It's impossible to stay calm.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Amparo, you said here in the chat box that bus drivers and taxi drivers are the worst drivers.
Yeah.
Now, are they the worst offenders? Do they have road rage as well in your country?
Yes, time to time they have a baseball bat, and when another there is a crash or something like that, well, you are not going to pay me. At least I broke your windshield.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow. So they
Pee,
take their own
blood.
revenge.
Yeah, it's a big a big fight in the middle of the street. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I agree with Amparo.
Okay. They do the same. They did the same thing there in Iraq.
Yes.
Yes, especially taxi drivers. Yes, it's just a different species of human.
Different species of human.
In my country, every driver usually have something like this, and some drivers even have a gun for this purpose.
Wow. Yeah, so that's when you don't see with things like that. That will happen more often than not in places like L.A., okay, in California, in New York, maybe Las Vegas, some places in Arizona, where you have more of a gang population. Okay, a lot of people don't think of Arizona as really gang territory, but Mexico is right below, and a lot of the gangs from Mexico have moved into Arizona. So you do something wrong there. Yeah, so like the fights that I had, I didn't have too many fights when I was younger, but a lot of the ones that I did have was because of it was Hispanic gangs, and they thought I was looking at their girl, or they thought I did this. I was like, seriously, you guys? All right, let's do this. So yeah, very interesting.
And by the way, Chad, is it a stereotype or is it a truth that it's LA, for example, it's better not to stop on a red light at night?
Depending on where you're at. The only time I have literally been scared driving through a neighborhood was when I was in California, and walking through a neighborhood in Honduras at night. But yes, it depends on the neighborhood you're in, okay, and what kind of car you're driving. All right, so if you have a really flashy car and you're in like, let's say, Watts, okay, or a neighborhood that has a bad reputation, I wouldn't stop. Nor would I be there at night. Right? I wouldn't be there at night. Yeah. So, but during the daytime, not much happens. Usually, with the cover of darkness, or at night when no one can see a lot of what's going on, that's when you have certain issues like that.
And what should you do? Just ignore red lights and just keep moving?
You can. Mm-hmm. You can. I've never been in that type of situation. I mean, I've been scared, but I was going to someone's house, and I stopped and I asked if I could pull my car in their garage and everything like that. And so I wasn't actually driving around through the night like that. But yeah, you can just go through, because in most cases, a police officer isn't going to be there, unfortunately. And you can just drive right through the red light. But yeah, it's not all the time though. It's not everywhere in California. If you're in Beverly Hills or Hollywood, for example, no, you stop and nothing's going to happen to you. All right, you guys. Very good. Thank you for coming to class. It was awesome having you here. You guys are awesome. And I will see you in next one of my next classes. Next up is a reading and pronunciation class for beginners and intermediate students. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thanks,
for
guys.
class.
See you.
Bye.
See ya.